Well, hello, divas. We are back, and these are the wigs we'll be washing today. So we'll be needing a few items. To start, we're going to need our wide tooth comb and a detangling brush. We're going to need some shampoo. So I have my coconut milk shampoo as well as my bed head shampoo for my curly texture. And of course, we can't forget our conditioner. So we're going to use the Argan Oil of Morocco conditioner as well as the Bed Head High Definition Curls conditioner. And we'll be good to go. I did want to remind y'all to grab a towel so that you can clean the glue or adhesive off of your lace. So we're going to start off by detangling our body wave wig with the detangling brush, just to make sure we get any tangles out before we wet the wig and start to actually shampoo. Now I'm going to take the water and go ahead and spray the wig down, and I want to make sure that we are rinsing off the buildup on the lace as well, because if you do have glue or any adhesive that you use, it's going to be there, so you want to make sure we rinse that down because we're going to wash it out with the shampoo as well. So now I'm going to go in with my coconut milk shampoo, and I really prefer this for body wave or straight textures because it's going to provide your bundles or wigs with a nice moisturizer, but at the same time it's going to give that deep cleanse. So you want to just be very generous with your shampoo and lather that all throughout the wig, and you also want to go under the lace to kind of massage the shampoo into it. That's going to help break down any glue or adhesive buildup that you have. So don't be afraid to use a shampoo. Use as much as you need to because we want to make sure it's very soapy and sudsy and everything from the lace on down is being lathered fully. So one thing I really like to do is lather the shampoo in and finger comb the tangles out of my wigs just to make sure I'm getting any of the loose tangles out, and then I'm going to go in with my detangling brush and start detangling from the ends of my unit on up. That way it's making sure everything is easily being detangled and we just come out with a smooth and silky finish. You don't want to start detangling your unit from the top down because that's going to cause you to pull hair from your tracks, or you could pull hair from the lace, and then that's going to result in balding and a lot of shedding. So just make sure when detangling you start from the bottom up. That way you won't have to worry about missing strands or a balding lace. And now it's time to give the unit a nice rinse. Just make sure you rinse the wig thoroughly so that there's no soap or any suds from the shampoo remaining, because we want to prepare the wig for conditioning time. One tip I would like to add: when you are rinsing the shampoo from your wig, it's helpful to rinse at a cooler setting just to retain moisture from the shampoo versus drying it out with really hot water and your wig being really brittle before you condition it. And before we get into conditioning, just take a look at this lace just after a shampoo. This is why it's important to lather the shampoo under the lace at the same time of cleansing the actual hair. And if there is any residue that you have from your glue or adhesives, go ahead and take the little towel that I mentioned previously, put a little bit of your shampoo on it, and then go ahead and lather that in specifically on the lace. So under the lace, on the areas where you still have the buildup, what you're doing is really washing that off. So when you rinse it, it's good to go. And once you condition, everything is pretty much cleansed and you're not having to take off any adhesive residue. And the same way we rinsed our wigs very thoroughly, we want to rinse the lace thoroughly so there isn't any backup shampoo or any suds remaining when we condition. Take a look at that. So now it's time to go on with my Argan Oil of Morocco conditioner, and I really enjoy this conditioner for, again, body wave and straight textures, simply because it's going to add in that extra moisture, but for your body wave pattern specifically, because you wouldn't really be able to notice it with the straight, you'll see that the body waves, when air dries, it's going to dry and come back so pretty, like as if it was freshly out of the pack, brand new again. It just rejuvenates the pattern and the texture of the hair really well. And then when you style it, you don't feel like your hair is dry or brittle at any point. And I'm going to continue to just lather in the conditioner until all strands have been touched and conditioned. So even though I've already detangled it with the detangling brush during the shampooing process, I still take my wide tooth comb for my body wave textures, and I just again start from the bottom and go up just to make sure if there are any tangles that have come up between shampooing, rinsing, and conditioning, we get those out now. But typically they shouldn't be hard or tough because you've detangled majority during the shampoo process. So what I'm doing here with this unit, being that it is body wave, I'm just gonna leave a little bit of the conditioner in it, and I'm just gonna sit it off to the side. It's not completely rinsed out, but it's about 70% rinsed. I just want to have a little bit more of processing time while I go in and wash and condition my curly unit. So same as before, we're going to go in and pretty much rinse the hair down really well. Since this is the curly texture, we're going to make sure we really get this hair saturated and really drenched, because it's easy to miss gaps or portions or chunks of hair when you're washing and conditioning your curly or deep wave textures. So just make sure we get the entire unit rinsed out, and we also rinse down that lace the same way we did our body wave unit. Now going in with my Bed Head High Definition Curl Shampoo, we're going to lather this unit all the way down the same way we did with the body wave unit. Now, I prefer the Bed Head High Definition Curly Shampoo only because whatever it's made of, it really does focus on curl rejuvenation, but at the same time of cleansing. And then you have a nice smell to your unit. The shampoo and conditioner has this really nice smell. So that's a bonus. But I will say, as far as how the shampoo works as well as the conditioner combined together, it really does help bring your curls back to life, especially once they become like really kind of dry and it seems like they're getting frizzy and big all of the time. Add these two products to your wash day routine and let me know how more tameable your curls become. Trust and believe you will love these products. And I'm going in with my detangling brush to start detangling the unit, but I realized that I didn't have my Denman brush, so I had to go upstairs and get that, because I feel like the Denman brush actually does a better job of really detangling the curls. So now that I have my Denman brush, I'm going to go in and start detangling from the bottom on up, just to again really detangle the curls. Since it says the curly texture, it's easy for this hair to get tangled, and we want to make sure while we're washing it prior to conditioning, we get majority of the tangles out, at least the tough ones. So speeding up to rinsing the shampoo out and going to make sure our lace is actually cleaned, I'm going to go ahead and grab my towel, put a little bit of the shampoo on the towel, and begin to lather that into the lace. So you go underneath the lace where you would have the buildup of glue or adhesive, just to make sure we really get that lace thoroughly cleansed. And after making sure everything is rinsed, including the lace, you can see that we are already starting to see scalp. So we're going to move into conditioning, and I'm going to go in with my high definition curls conditioner and be very generous with that, as well as we did with the last conditioner. And just make sure you lather your unit all up so that we can ensure that every strand is being thoroughly conditioned. And now we're at the final step of our wash day process, and that's just rinsing our units out thoroughly to just make sure there is no more conditioner residue, no suds, no soap, no bubbles. Completely rinsing our units out, making sure the lace is rinsed, and you're also just, rinsing your lace and making sure all of that residue is cleaned off. And if there are any last minute tangles that you want to get out or that you see, go ahead and use your detangling brush and or wide tooth comb. But as I mentioned previously, at this point, it shouldn't be many tangles just because you've already detangled both during the shampoo and conditioning process. Now that everything's rinsed off, you can see that the curls are all rejuvenated and bouncy. The lace is clean. There's no buildup from any adhesives. And this unit's all good to go. And now we're going to go back and rinse out the body wave unit. Remember, I had some leftover conditioner just processing in it still. We're just going to rinse this out thoroughly and completely, same way we did with the curly unit. And just make sure there isn't any soap, any bubbles, and that our lace is very clean and clear, so that when we put it on, it looks like nothing but scalp. Let's just take a moment to admire this clean lace. Like, this install is gonna look so bomb. I just want to show y'all how I dry my unit. So I just lay a towel out, and then I literally lay the units out so that the lace is laying on the towel, allowing it to dry and the hair to dry at its natural state. And you can see this one right here is my body wave unit. The body waves have definitely come back, and they are so full, and the curly texture curls are just perfect at this point. So all I'll do is wait for it to complete air drying, and we're all good to go to install. Thanks for watching, y'all.